Hi dear friends, dear doctors, viewers of Good Health TV. I'm Dr. Sanjana VB and today I'm going to discuss with you a wonderful remedy which is useful for all of you while you experience pain. But in homeopathy, all the pains are not alike. All the remedies are not painkillers. You take one particular drug and your pain will be relieved. It's not so. There are no analgesics in homeopathy. Of course, they relieve pain, but the nature of pain is important, the modality is important, and the characteristic of the patient is important. Certain remedies are indicated for sciatica, certain remedies are indicated for muscle cramps, certain remedies for neuralgia, nerve pains. Okay, so Angostura vira must be studied from three aspects. Angostura vira is indicated for muscle cramps, neuralgias and bone pains. Bone pains, periosteal inflammations are treated with Angostura vira. But I remind you one thing, it's a temporarily acting drug. It will not cure the patient, it will just alleviate or reduce the pain. Okay, and Angostura vira can be used for muscle cramps especially of chest muscles, the achings, the cutting pains felt in the chest while raising the arm. That's the indication for chest spasm or chest pain, muscle cramps of chest. Okay, and the indications for cervical radiculopathy, we find such an indication in Angostura vira. We can use Angostura vira in cervical radiculopathy if the pain is aggravated by pressure and we feel the pain on the entire spine. There will be twitching, jerking, etc. And we can use the same remedy for muscle pains of leg, muscle cramps, the calf muscle pains. We can use it as a remedy for knee. Usually we see in clinical practice it as a remedy for knee pain. Knee pains aggravated by walking, arthritic knee pains. But does it cure permanently? No. Angostura is not a remedy for arthritis in that sense. It will not remove the osteophytes or it will not cure the arthritic degenerative changes. For that we have to take a polycrest or a deep-acting drug as similimum. A constitutional prescription is needed for a permanent solution. But Angostura will help you to get relief from the sufferings, the intense acute pain. That's the only significance of Angostura vira. And there are certain characteristic features or interesting features in Angostura vira. Angostura craves coffee. Angostura, when we study Angostura vira as a personality, as a person, or all of you know that homeopathic drugs are studied as persons. As we conduct provings in live human beings, then what are the symptoms experienced by the patient or the prover is noted down in our materia medica. So some mental symptoms are also elicited by drug proving in live human beings. And Angostura vira is indicated for wandering thoughts, crowding of ideas in the mind. Extraordinary distraction is characteristic of Angostura vira. We can use Angostura vira in a person who might have crowding of ideas, crowding thoughts, and because of that inattention. Extraordinary distraction is the characteristic feature of Angostura vira. We may choose the drug based on this symptom also, but we can choose the drug based on modalities also. If you have chest muscle spasm on raising the arm, that is abduction of arm causes pain, we can choose, definitely we can give Angostura vira, and in cervical radiculopathy also we can choose Angostura vira, and periosteal inflammations of the lower jaw we can choose Angostura vira. Another indication is tetanus. In tetanus, Angostura vira is indicated in the stage of trismus, lockjaw, muscle spasm. Angostura vira is indicated for facial neuralgia of the zygomatic arch. We can use the same remedy for ordinary facial neuralgia, not for tetanus. Tetanus is in tetanus it's a grave condition. Trismus, muscle spasm is there. Many other remedies are there like physostigma, hypericum. All these are remedies for tetanus. And facial neuralgia, there are so many remedies for facial neuralgia in homeopathic materia medica. Angostura is just one among them. As I said earlier, in Angostura 2, we cannot give a permanent solution. We might be in search of a departing drug, but for the time being, Angostura will help. Angostura will help the patient to get out of the distressing symptoms. After that, he may be able to describe his real problem, the history of presenting complaint, the past history, the treatment history, family history, everything. When a patient is in acute pain or in great distress, we cannot ask all this. So, for the moment, we can prescribe Angostura. Okay. And the other indication for Angostura is knee pain, leg cramps, and pain ankles. There will be difficulty in difficult gait because of ankle pain, and most probably it might be due to muscle spasm causing limping, and Angostura is a remedy for that. And all these are the indications of Angostura. As I already told you that Angostura is a short remedy, and it's useful in diarrhea also, cutting pains in the abdomen and burning anus. All these are the characteristic of diarrhea, debilitating diarrhea, especially in children. And we can use the drug in persons who are easily agitated, who are lacking self-confidence. This, when we go in that line, when we think about the personality of a person in choosing the drug, an acute drug, usually we don't go for that in acute prescriptions. But it's for an interesting fact, I tell you, if you know a person, a particular person for a long time, and you know that he is a person who is easily agitated, he is lacking self-confidence, he or she is having crowding of thoughts, you already know him, and he comes to your clinic and says that I have pain here in the chest or in the neck, and pain, and the particular modality if he states, then we can think about Angostura vera. Otherwise, it is difficult to get the personality or the individual features of the patient when somebody is in distress. We must try to prescribe a pain reducing drug, pain alleviating drug. Okay. But it's an interesting fact that Angostura craves coffee, Angostura is easily agitated, Angostura is suffering from extraordinary distraction due to overcrowding of ideas and thoughts. Okay. And as usual, I say you cannot go and purchase Angostura vera for a particular kind of pain. Guidance from a registered qualified homeopathic practitioner is very essential in managing pains, because you might be having pain from a serious to minor ailment. A simple muscle spasm of fingers, suppose you have it, but and you go and buy Angostura. Of course, the pain will be relieved for the time being, and after that there will be recurrence of pain. The finger pain might not be due to simple muscle spasm always. There might be some autoimmune condition in the background like rheumatoid arthritis. Okay. Similarly, cervical radiculopathy. I say Angostura vera is useful for cervical radiculopathy. Of course, it's useful as a pain remedy. But a person who is having severe problem in the spinal cord or the vertebral column, and suppose he is having cervical stenosis due to disc bulge or disc herniation, and he goes to a homeopathic medical shop and purchase Angostura and take it as a pain remedy for lifelong, what will happen? The actual disease is not cured, and the actual disease is worsened with time, because most of the vertebral problems or spinal problems are age related. Wear and tear happens with the time. So timely intervention is needed. To do that, the help of a physician is very essential. So I request the audience, the viewers, that although I described remedies here, it's for your awareness that all these remedies are available in homeopathy, the scope of homeopathy, the limitations of homeopathy. But I recommend that all of you must diagnose your disease with the help of a homeopathic physician. As I said earlier, cervical stenosis, if it happens, you cannot diagnose it without an MRI. Only a doctor can help you in that. So first you diagnose with the help of a doctor what's your problem is, and after that go for a remedy he prescribes. If he prescribes Angostura, it can help you in reducing the pain, and not only that, the doctor may prescribe another remedy which can prevent further degeneration of your vertebrae or your disc. Okay, dear friends, keep on watching Good Health TV to know the good effects of homeopathy. Thank you for your patient watching, listening, and I expect your comments, your feedback. Thank you.